Hello, it's Mo back in Matthew's Friends Keto Kitchen and going nut-free again today. As you're probably aware that it's increasing now the need to have nut-free recipes because schools are trying to help everyone that's got a nut allergy. So the keto children can't take in their normal recipes that we have with almonds and hazelnuts and all the other nuts that we use. But we've had a pastry for a while now, a mozzarella pastry, and it is made with nuts. So I've had a go at making it without the nuts, and it's worked quite well. So I thought that I would just show you that today, just so that you can see that it does work quite well. And first off, we've got golden flaxseed. Now that's instead of the almonds. And I'm going to mix it with the good old psyllium husk, which we use, that helps to keep it together. I just give that a little stir, just make sure that it's combined, because it does help when you get to the final stages. So I'll be using that in a moment. And the other thing I'll have to mix together is egg and cream. It's best to have this done and ready, because when you melt the mozzarella, once it's melted, you really need to work quick, and it does make life a bit easier. So in goes the egg. And to that, I'm just going to add a little pinch of salt. Just give that a little stir, just so that it's fairly mixed. It doesn't have to be absolutely combined. And I'm going to discard that because it's got raw egg on it. And then we get the mozzarella. Now this is fresh mozzarella, and as you know, it comes in water. When I take it out, I just put it on a bit of kitchen roll just to get the excess water off, because when you weigh it, you don't really want to have the water included in the weight. But I've got this recipe to work around the small packet, which is 125 grams. So I can go straight ahead with it without having to do much else other than cut it up. If you cut it up, it does help with the process of melting it. If you put it in one lump, it would take forever and wouldn't really go down very well. But if you just get it into rough pieces, you don't have to be exact about it. So when it looks roughly like that, you can take it to the microwave and melt it. So that's what I'll do. Now you can see that that is milky, and you want to quickly put in your dry ingredients and start beating for your life. It looks as if it's not going to work, but it does. Just, if you use one of these spatulas, press the dry ingredients into the cheese, because as it cools down, it starts to go back to the solid again, so you have to be quite quick. But it does go. Then when it's more or less there, that's when you add your cream and egg. And again, work quite quickly. Again, it looks like as if it's not going to ever be anything. But can you see it smoothing off now? This was the first pastry that I made that I could actually roll out, and that's the advantage of this one. Now can you see that that is now a dough? You could at this stage, if you wanted to, freeze it and then just get it out when you need it. I'm going to take it to the rolling out stage. I'm not actually going to make anything for you today, but we will be showing you what can be made. I'm going to put gloves on for this. I'm just one of those people, I don't like getting pastry and stuff all over my fingers. If you don't mind, you can just carry on. Yeah, and you see that that is a dough. Now to roll it out, and I'm going to roll half of it just to demonstrate to you. I use baking sheets. And you put it on, rolling pin. See, it rolls really, really well. I use the baking sheet to keep the edges nice and neat, so you get a nice shape for making sausage rolls. But of course, if you're going to be lining a tin to make a quiche or patty tins, you don't have to be so exact on that. But I just thought I'd show you that it is a pastry that doesn't fall apart at this stage, and it doesn't fall apart when it's cooked. And I hope that you'll find the nut-free version as useful as the nutty one.